Oh yes, you are welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran History. Here we'll give you everything that's going on in Nigeria, Biafra, and around the world. This time, the U.S. senators. It is no longer a news concerning the hits and concerning the thing that is going on in Nigeria and how the U.S. congressmen how they have been hitting on Tinubu heavily since last week till now. So this time they have now come out openly to accuse the Tinubu government of being complicit about this genocide, Christian genocide that is going on right now in Nigeria, and the government they are not even doing enough to stop it. They are not doing enough to stop it. So now the U.S. senators they have now come out saying that the government, the Tinubu government, they are complicit of all those things. So don't skip any part of it. You are going to watch everything the way it is, and you are going to see the way everything is going, because as it is hot fire, there is fire on the mountain. A very very high fire is on the mountain. So the government of Nigeria, they don't even know where to stand and how to keep lying again, because this lie is overdue. So according to the headline, they say US senators list out Nigerian as next in action, accused Tinubu of being complicit over the killing going on in Nigeria. So have you see? So don't skip any parts. As about to watch, like, subscribe, and share it for everyone to see things that is going on in this country. Because as you can see, the other day, the issue of raising 744 Boko Haram terrorists, Fulani terrorists, and the bandits and the rest of them, they raise them out and they put them into society for them to be doing what, and for them to start from where they stop and start buying people again. And then you also have been seeing how the army commands, the way they have been bringing them down since all those while. And again, nothing the Nigerian government is doing. The other day, instead of them to look into what is happening in their country, is to be choking mouth into another people's affair and another people's country. In fact, don't skip any parts. As you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share it for others to see things going on in Nigeria.
Once again, a US senator has accused the Nigerian government of being complicit in the alleged killings of Christians in Nigeria. In fact, according to him, he said, look at this news. US senator accuses Nigerian government of complicit in alleged killings of Christians, demands sanctions. So this US senator has accused Nigeria that they are participating in the killing of Christians in Nigeria. And so he is demanding sanctions from the US government. Now, before we go down to this news, I would want to say this. Honestly, I don't know what happened. If you remember, early this year, the US government carried Nigerian matter for head. Their lawmakers, their senators, even the President Donald J. Trump, everybody was talking about the genocide, all the atrocities happening in Nigeria. But suddenly, everybody just kept moved. Everybody kept silent. Everything just died down. And I've been thinking, what has been happening? Is it that they are not giving Trump the right information of what is going on in Nigeria? Or is it that something has exchanged hands? I don't really know, and I'm troubled about that. Honestly, I don't know. What do you make of that? But then, let's go down to this news and see what this senator is saying. Now, according to this news, it says, United States Senator Ted Cruz has doubled down, accusing the Nigerian government officials of complicit in the mass killings of Christians, alleging that authorities at both state and federal levels have failed to act decisively against jihadist violence. So this senator is accusing the Nigerian government. In fact, he is saying that Nigerian government is also participating in the mass killing of Christians in Nigeria. According to this senator, he went further to say, Cruz made the claims in a video shared on his X, formerly Twitter handle, on Tuesday, where he said Nigeria remains the deadliest country in the world for Christians. Of course, we know that Nigeria is the most deadliest country for Christians to live in the world. According to him, more Christians are killed for their faith in Nigeria than anywhere else globally, alleging that since 2009, Islamic jihadist groups have murdered over 50,000 Christians, while more than 20,000 churches, schools, and religious institutions have been destroyed. Honestly, this is not a joke, honestly, that since 2009, over 50,000 Christians has been killed in Nigeria. Over 50,000 Christians and over more than 20,000 churches, schools, and religious institutions have been burnt down. What a pity. He further claimed that several Christians were kidnapped during the recent Holy Week, describing the situation as a sustained campaign of violence. Of course, we know what happened during the Holy Week, just a couple of weeks ago, from Palm Sunday to, throughout that week till Easter Sunday. These jihadists, these terrorists, they were killing Christians on daily basis from Palm Sunday to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to Holy Thursday, to Good Friday, to Holy Saturday, till Easter Sunday. They killed people in Nigeria throughout that week. And the Nigerian government are just there. Anyway, he went further to say, let's hear what he said. The Texas senator alleged that Nigerian officials have, at a minimum, been in denial and, at worst, complicit in facilitating the attacks. All right. He pointed to the implementation of Sharia and blasphemy laws in several northern states as part of the problem. Of course, you remember that just a couple of months ago, the US lawmakers asked the Nigerian government to remove Sharia from their law. But till date, nothing has happened, nothing has changed. And so this Ted Cruz is also saying that Sharia law and blasphemy laws is one of the problems the Nigerian state is facing. Okay? At the federal level, the government looks the other way at the jihadists, and the result is more violence, Cruz said. Of course, Cruz revealed that he had previously introduced the Nigerian Religious Freedom and Accountability Act, which seeks to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern and impose sanctions on officials involved in enforcing blasphemy and Sharia law. So, Ted Cruz is saying that he has introduced this before, that all those that are involved in enforcing blasphemy and Sharia law should be sanctioned. Of course, if this should take place, it should be mostly, it will affect mostly our brothers from the north, because it is there that these laws are coming from. And unfortunately, it has entered the Nigerian constitution and they are obeying it. The other day, we had a senator saying that no law will be made in Nigeria that will counter the Sharia law. We had a Nigerian, we had a northern lawmaker saying it. Okay, he went further to say he urged the US government to identify and sanction both local and federal officials allegedly linked to violations of religious freedom. US should please act. The lawmaker also alleged that Nigerian officials had pushed back against his position, claiming that some government representatives, including senior lawmakers, criticized him for accusing authorities of ignoring or enabling attacks on Christians. So you see what he's saying? That when he said this, some Nigerian senators and lawmakers criticized him, say that he should not call for such actions. You can imagine. This is what we are seeing in Nigeria. On a final note, Cruz said he had met with a delegation of Nigerian defense and security officials last year, who assured him of their commitment to ending the violence. Last year, he met with security officials, Nigerian security officials, and they assured him that they are going to end insecurity in Nigeria. Till today, it's getting worse on a daily basis. Unfortunately, I told them I will judge their commitment by results. Those results have yet to materialize, he said. Nothing has been shown forth. He also referenced actions taken by US President Donald Trump, including placing Nigeria on the country of particular concern list and ordering military action against ISIS-linked groups following attacks on Christians. So we know that attack that Trump, struck these jihadists on Christmas Day. But then, since then, what else has happened? What else has happened? Nothing. All right. Cruz described the Nigerian government response to those actions as hypocritical, noting that authorities had publicly welcomed the intervention. Of course, people welcomed the intervention of the American government, but some Nigerian senators and lawmakers don't want it. They want to because some of them are benefiting from insecurity in Nigeria. Quoting Trump, Cruz said jihadist groups were targeting Christians in Nigeria at levels not seen for many years or even centuries. At levels not seen for many years or even centuries. That is what is happening in Nigeria today. And you tell me that Nigeria can sustain this? Nigeria can sustain this? Oh, I don't know. He questioned what had changed in the months since and called for stronger action by the United States to halt what he described as ongoing mass killings. So he is calling on the US to take action against what is happening in Nigeria. This is, Ted Cruz. So I don't know, you watching me, do you support what this man is saying? But honestly speaking, I don't know, in the recent days, it has only been talk, and no action. Talk, and no action. Please, let these people do something. Because what we are talking about here is lives of people. Life of Christians are being taken in Nigeria on a daily basis. And yet, what we are seeing is that they will take action. The president will make a speech and tell you, oh, we will tackle insecurity. Where is the result? This is 3 years in office as the president of Nigeria. Recently, of course, we know that insecurity has been there, but it has gotten worse since this current administration. And what we are hearing on a daily basis is that they will get better, they will get better. Meanwhile, it is getting worse. Anyways, we call for their assistance. Let them come and help us. And we are also calling on Trump. Donald Trump, please come and help us, because it be like say this one don't pass our power. Please, I want to beg you to listen to Ted Cruz and hear what he said. Then after listening to him, you do well to drop your comment in the comment section what to think about this video, please.
More Christians are killed for their faith in Nigeria than anywhere else in the world. Since 2009, Islamic jihadists have murdered more than 50,000 Christians in Nigeria, and more than 20,000 churches, schools, and religious institutions have been destroyed, most burned to the ground. Scores of Christians and several others were kidnapped over Holy Week. Nigerian officials have been, unfortunately, complicit in facilitating these atrocities. At the state level, a dozen Nigerian states implement Islamist blasphemy and Sharia laws. At the federal level, the government looks the other way at Islamist violence. The result is, unsurprisingly, yet more jihadist violence. Last year, I introduced the Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act, which would require placing Nigeria back on the country of particular concern list and impose sanctions on officials involved in enforcing blasphemy and Sharia laws. The U.S. government knows who they are at both the local level and the federal level, and they should be held accountable. I'm sorry to say that Nigerian officials are, at a minimum, in denial of the government's role. In October, several officials, including the Deputy Speaker of the Nigerian House and the Chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, and a range of anonymous officials linked to the President, directly attacked me for saying that, quote, officials in Nigeria are ignoring or even facilitating the mass murder of Christians by Islamic jihadists. Last year, I met with a delegation of top Nigerian defense and security officials. They said they were committed to ending the violence. I told them I would judge their commitment by the results. Those results have yet to materialize. President Trump has established that the United States will use all tools of statecraft to counter the violence. He ordered that Nigeria be added to the CPC list, and in December he ordered the Department of War to target ISIS terrorists in response to their massacre of Christians. I'll note that the Nigerian government said at the time that it welcomed and indeed requested the actions. I find their statements to be somewhere between hypocritical and infuriating. In December, the president said that jihadists have been targeting Christians in Nigeria, quote, at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. What does the situation look like now, several months later, and what can and should the United States do to stop the mass murder of Christians?
Is it not enough for the president to do something? Every time you are planning, what are you planning? Like I have always told people, if somebody said that he want to get mad and it used 25 years planning how to get mad, please, what year will he actually run mad to entertain the public? No, tell me. Every time, don't worry, I will soon get mad. I will soon get mad. 25 years, you are still trying to get mad. So when will you actually get mad? And let us see what will happen. Look at how long this has been going on, Esther. But to just 2 days of quarrel in Yoruba State, they impose the state of emergency. And Nigerians are not asking the president questions. They are not asking president questions. Come, this thing that is going on in the north and that of River, which one is 10 times worse? 10 times worse. And the man just kept quiet. Esther, is it a blood sacrifice or something, Esther? No, I mean, when things happen like this, you begin to think of so many angles. Is it fetish? Is it diabolical? What exactly is causing this mass killing and nobody talking? I mean, mass killing. Is it a blood sacrifice that is going on? Why is it that nobody wants to address it headlong? That the terrorists are now dictating to government, Esther. Terrorists are dictating to the federal government of Nigeria what they want, and oh God Almighty. Donald Trump was right. It is really a disgrace situation, seriously. The man was 100% correct. It is a disgrace situation. No longer CPC, no. That particular concern is way softer. This is a disgrace of the highest order. And you can see them wearing military so we don't know whether they are even terrorists or our military.
They are terrorists.
We don't know which is which, Esther.
This time around, they don't even hide their faces.
We don't know what is going on. We don't know.
The other day, they came out to show us the Kalashnikov, the array of weapons, the RPG that they have taken from the military bases that they attacked at night. They showed all the bullets, all the array of bullets, all the machine guns. They were boldly displaying it. They wore the military, whatever, putting all the weapons out there, speaking in Hausa, calling out Tinubu, saying Tinubu is saying that they're decimating them. How dare he say that? Look at all the weapons they got from their bases, and you don't consider it an embarrassment.
I'm telling you.
You don't think it's something of a shame that individuals who are mentally rabid, who do not have any form of ideology, whose religion is, they don't have any form of religion, they are wastrels, they are vagabonds, they have no identity, they have no origin, they have nothing to live for, and they carry themselves like that. And you're saying these people are daring the government and everywhere is mute.
And to make matters well, when you carry them, you say they are our brothers, they are our brothers, they are our prodigal sons. So when government officials at that height are supporting these people, pampering these people, Esther, why are you breaking your head? You don't, seriously, Nigerians don't know what is going on. I wish I can. Oh, you know that if you say it now, if you try to even give them a tip or what, they will say, these people will come and say, who gave you that information? How did you know? You know, but they know what they are doing. It is very obvious to people. Discerning minds should know what is going on in Nigeria today with this insecurity. Discerning minds should know. So talking and shouting, it cannot solve it.
Barrister, it hurts because that is the information that we get out all the time, and it feels like it's become a daily lifestyle.
I said, if you know
that we have gotten used, we're supposed to get used to.
Esther, by the time the bubble will burst, I want to see what this sycophants and these gullible supporters will say, because all of them are keeping quiet now, telling us that this and that, especially those supporting APC. They didn't see me saying this at anything. Esther, it is nothing to them. Look at what Agbabio said, that it is only after 2 weeks after the election that it will die down. Esther, with this kind of statement, does it not tell you something? So you know the people behind it, but they can continue to kill us until after the election next year. Then 2 weeks after, it will not stop. Can you just imagine how people talk without thinking? So it wasn't an arrangement that will don't continue after 2 weeks or after the election. You cannot stop. Is it possible? That was how they went to go and bring these people somewhere and brought him inside Nigeria, thinking that they were going to deal with Jonathan. At the end of the day, that experience did not teach them a lesson. Look at these people telling us that it is opposition. Esther, please, which of the opposition political party or opposition party member can afford to bring terrorists into Nigeria and the APC is not aware? How did they bring them if they are opposition? So you mean opposition get back to all these terrorists? Opposition get back to them. They groomed them somewhere, brought them. How did they bring them into Nigeria and you are not aware as a ruling party? About you just want to divert attention to their infamy, to their incompetence. That is opposition. Look at all the opposition members. Does any of them look like somebody who can even hire a thug, not to talk of a terrorist? Nigerians answer him. Does anybody, is it P2B or Amechi or who, that can afford to a thug, not to talk of a terrorist, to be disturbing Nigeria? Instead of him to say the truth, he's diverting attention. So I should clap for you and say something, Abi.
Barrister, the reason why this is getting to me today is there's this young man on social media. His name is Adeleke. His younger sister was abducted on her way to Kogi, and although he has not released her picture, so we don't know if it is somebody that is just talking, but for the past few days he's been tweeting and asking for help. It's so sad that we have become so ethnically divided that people went to his handle, they saw that he's a supporter of the government, he supports Tinubu, and then the first thing people were saying is that, oh, don't worry, Tinubu will fix it. Should be a supporter of the government, call the government, let them come and help you. You know, they were bringing out all his tweets in reference to the fact that he has supported the government. And to be honest, I don't have issues with him supporting the government. Everybody has a reason why they support the government. If it is not the APC, it may be the president. There are people who really love the president for one reason or the other. They have the reason why, and they are free to do so. But to tell you how divided the polity was, that the essence of the fact that this man's sister or boy or whoever it is was kidnapped. He said he was told to visit the police station. He has visited the police station. They told him to write. They told him to go to here. He's been asking for the Inspector General Police number and all whatnot. He says they called him. They're asking for money. He tried to speak with the Nigerian police to give them an update that he's not getting an update. He's been tagging the Nigerian security agencies for the past 3 or 4 days. Now Nigerians normally will show some sort of empathy. I saw the comment section and I was like, when did we get to this point? There were some persons did not show empathy just because he's a supporter of the government. They were like, you support the government, so call them to help you.
Yes, Esther. Do you blame them? No, do you blame them, Esther? Security is now a question of where you stand, where you belong. I mean, what do you think will happen at the end of the day? No, tell me. What do you think will happen at the end of the day? That is what, when we say here, government, don't be selective in your approach to national issues. It will destroy Nigeria. They will not listen. They will not hear. When you call them, I say that is politics. That is politics. Yes, that is politics. That's how they play politics, Abi. Meanwhile, they travel to UK, they travel to US, they travel to Canada, all the Western world. Did they see this type of nonsense? Yes, sir. Did they see this type of nonsense? Because that's what it is, nonsense. But they will come here and tell it is politics.
Barrister, all I'm saying is that there is nothing wrong in supporting the government. There is nothing wrong in supporting the president. There is nothing wrong in it. But it is important that if there are things being done irresponsibly, you call it out.
Of course.
It is just what, if you are expected to perform your functions as a citizen, then the government should perform their function as a government. That is all.
Is that not what I'm saying?
That is all.
Is that not what I'm saying here now? That look, you that are supporting evil, don't talk when some evil come to your doorstep. Is that not true? That is how God works. He said whatever you sow you will reap. I'm not the one that said it. All these people that are doing all this in Esther, I am very, very 100% sure that as long as the word of God lives and stays, they will get it one by one, either now or in the future. That is how the word of God works. You can't change. Even God cannot change it. You see that word, the law of Fukama, the law of you can't. God cannot change it. Not
So, Barrister,
Oh yes. Things that is going on in this country, it is a shame to the government. What is there is that at the end, after all those things happening, at the end, somebody who did not commit any crime, who just in the name of due to what is going on, he now speak with anger, so that let the government do the needful. The next thing you will see, they will come and arrest you and pick you. That is the end, and they will not see the person anymore. But the people who is buying the commanders, buying the soldiers, and buying the citizen daily basis, every day in the country, those people, they are going free. They are moving around. Any day they catch them, like this, some people they have released now 744 people. They have raised, call them repentant Boko Haram and so forth, and so on and so forth, in the name of they have repented, or they are prodigal sons. Nonsense. So all those things, once you speak against it, the next thing they will come for you. They will come for you and start claiming that you are instigating hate, or you are instigating hate speech to the government. It is somehow, and that is why you see the country is not moving forward. It's not. Those people that is claiming that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, my Pope is a terrorist, Samonepa is a terrorist. Now they have seen the real terrorists. They are not doing anything. They are not even saying anything. I like the way U.S. government, this Ted Cruz is bagging on the government right now. The way in fact, is talking on the government right now, for them to understand that it is not only in Nigeria, it is not only Nigerian citizens that is seeing everything that's going on. Because sometimes they used to claim that it is just a propaganda. The people that used to bring out news, they don't used to speak the truth. Now it is no more. It is no more issue of the bloggers, or it is no more the issue of content creators. Now it is worldwide. Everybody is seeing the evil that is happening right now in this country, as in every day, and the government, they will not do anything. Imagine people the way they used to lose their life in this country. At the end, everybody will do as if it is just ordinary life of fowl that is dying. Even though fowl life is now more valuable than human life in this country, because these days, whenever you go to the comment section, where they post the people that the bandits have unalive, and the people that Boko Haram has do this. So the type of comments that you'll be seeing there, it is a sign to show you that this country, it is not a country. Then you start asking yourself, are we still living in a country, or are we just in a cage, like the way Mazam Kanu said it, that Nigeria is a zoo? Then everybody starts shouting, start making mouth, asking him, how will you call a full country a zoo? But if you look at it the other way around, everything that is happening in this country, it is, as in, there is no two ways about it. It's just full brown zoo it is. Because how can people die every day, and Boko Haram terrorists taking away life, society, community, every day by day, and also still demanding, how many billions are they demanding that the government should pay them, or else they will buy all the whole people that they hold, and they are also coming back to take more, and they're going to barrack and the other army base, taking away their armor tank and their bullets, taking away everything and run away. Then at the end, you tell me that Nigeria is still a country, when ordinary man who speak against the injustice that is going on in the country, then the next thing they will tell you that they are searching for him on forensic. They are using forensic to catch him. Chief of army staff will come out on the social media, on the social platform, and the live stream media, start speaking that they are using forensic to catch ordinary somebody that is speaking, that is talking on social media, telling you what you are doing that is not right. Then the next thing, you go and catch him and then start boasting that you use forensic method to catch him. In fact, sometimes it used to shock me. In fact, the country we are living is no more a country. We are just in an area where people just, in a way that let me just leave. Because once you leave Nigeria and go to other countries, it is when you understand that this place we are living, it is not a country. So yes, I would like to comment down below. What do you think about everything going on in Nigeria? Like, subscribe, and share it for everyone to see things going on in the country.